So this is in breaking freaking news, okay? Disclaimer, I seen this last night. Greg has not seen this. It is, I think it's the most trending thing on Earth right now. The pyramids are talking to us. This is not clickbait. Let's, and I've been using this picture for a while. It's in the video. It's not my picture, of course, but I've never seen it anywhere else. I really like it. I use it in a Lane Staley video. I'm like, hey man, I said Lane Staley and Jerry Controls a friendship, man. It's deep, man. It's just deeper than the pyramids. You know, all of the pyramids. I use this, so that's what I used it for. But anyway, no further ado. We're gonna get into this. This is from Anonymous, the guy who is anonymous, I guess, that does all the political / controversial / conspiracy stuff. By the way, the JFK files are next. We're going to do one of that too. So anyway, let's get into the pyramids right now and the structures beneath them. This picture right here is very relevant to the video we were about to watch. I recorded that last night. Mute your popcorn ready for this one.
From the University of Pisa, and Filippo Biondi, involved in radar and remote sensing research with the University of Strathclyde, published peer-reviewed research in 2022 via MDPI entitled Synthetic Aperture Radar Doppler Tomography reveals details of undiscovered high-resolution internal structure of the Great Pyramid of Giza. Their research was conducted using SAR data, synthetic aperture radar, along with proprietary software developed by Filippo Biondi that transforms the radar signals into phononic information, which allows for the detection of millimetric vibrations. This cutting-edge technology is capable of revealing underground structures invisible to traditional methods, and revealed internal structures never seen before. Having established their expertise in using SAR to explore pyramid structures non-invasively, a recent press release on their current project was released last Saturday. This March 15th press release summarized the key findings in the team's research of the second largest pyramid of the Giza Plateau, known as the Khafre Pyramid, and what they found was astonishing. The analysis of dozens of tomographic SAR images obtained from different angles enabled the 3D reconstruction of inside the pyramid of Khafre and deep beneath the surface of the plateau. Near the base of the pyramid, 5 identical structures are seen, connected by geometric pathways. Inside each of these are 5 horizontal levels and a sloping roof. Below these 5 structures are 8 cylindrical structures, which appear to be vertical wells, hollow inside, and surrounded by descending spiral pathways. These 8 vertically aligned cylindrical structures, arranged in 2 parallel rows from north to south, descend to a depth of 648 meters, where they all merge into 2 large cubic structures, measuring approximately 80 meters per side. The entire structure extends approximately 2 kilometers beneath the surface and extends beneath all 3 pyramids of the Giza Plateau complex. Mainstream Egyptology tells us that the Giza pyramids were tombs for pharaohs Khufu, Khafre, and Menkaure, and that they were built around 2500 BC using ramps, sledges, and levers. But the redundant mathematics in their construction.
I have never, ever bought that. Never from day one have I bought that people built these pyramids with hands, chisels, and before the advent of the wheel. Even if I don't believe mainstream history and they had fucking dump trucks back then, I don't believe they were built that way. And I've been saying for a long time, you can look up many videos on the channel, that they're ascension chambers for a sound resonance. I've always said that. So I looked up the 200 and whatever meters, they're over a half a mile down into the ground. 85 meters is I don't know, those are really big fucking square
A meter is basically 3 feet, so yeah.
Yeah, so 85 times 3 is what? I mean, they're almost like 200-foot
Yeah.
bases. And we know the Egyptians have these sorts of things. People say, well, what is this data they're using, which they'll go into? It's LiDAR on steroids, basically.
Yeah.
But we know the Egyptians put bull sarcophaguses way underground. We know that there were, where's that damn place where the big, huge colony underground found the big caverns fucking stretched for, I think that was Egypt too. Either way, we know people can put extravagant things underground. So, yeah.
First of all, it's amazing that we're still finding out new stuff about the pyramids, even in 2025. That just shows you just how the uniqueness of this ancient Egyptian culture. And I think they have tried previously to sort of replicate the pyramid structure with modern technology. They couldn't do it. Like, I don't think you cannot place blocks that mathematically precise with pulleys and levers and hammers. I'm sorry.
By the way, it aligns to very true north. Perfectly
Yes.
to true north back then, too.
Yes.
And it aligns with the constellations in the sky.
Yes.
So,
everything about them was deliberate and far too precise, like surgically precise, to be done with the equipment that was available back then.
well, I mean, all the ancient structures are. We see where people have been building, like the temple in Rome, the Athens, the big, what's it called, the big thing up on the hill, the Parthenon or whatever, something like that.
Parthenon, yeah.
Yeah, it's built on an older structure that was much more precise with much bigger blocks. And Baalbek has the biggest stones anywhere, and they've tried to replicate it too. You can see where they built on top of it, which much smaller stones. So all these ancient sites where you see where, like, we've been using the foundations of them for a long time, but the things that are built on top is less technology. You know, just like in our in our American history, we're told from the year 1000 through, year 0 through 1000, basically nothing progressed. Everything progressed, but and there's a big growing hypothesis that was made up. We're really not in that year. We're really 1,000 years less, or at least 700, they think. They think maybe it happened up to the Council of Nicaea, 325, and then they just started at 1,000 from then. So that's why the Dark Ages, they call it. Like, we didn't do anything. And then all of a sudden the Renaissance period come and things exploded. Well, what did we do? Really
something seems to be missing there. Yeah.
It seems to be about 700 years missing. Yeah, that's called the Dark Ages. Well, if we were in the dark about it, it would be the Dark Ages. Anyway, all right, let's get back to it.
Construction, which include pi, the golden ratio, and the speed of light, along with the testimony of today's expert architects, suggests that the official story does not hold up. The massive underground structure revealed by the recent SAR data shows what appears to be a mechanical or functional system, and this has been hypothesized in the past. Nikola Tesla believed that the pyramids could harness Earth's natural frequencies. This arguably inspired his experiments in wireless energy transmission and scalar waves. In the Giza power plant, Christopher Dunn argued that the Great Pyramid was a power-generating machine using resonant and acoustic forces to convert mechanical stress into electricity. In the Giza Death Star, Joseph Farrell proposed that the Great Pyramid of Giza was a weapon of mass destruction using a type of physics that he calls paleophysics to focus energy as a scalar weapon. The cylindrical wells could be conduits for energy or sound waves, and the cubic structures might serve as energy storage or stabilization units, akin to components in a large-scale weapon or generator. And the detection of vibrations in the pyramid's internal structures reflects all of these ideas. The Khafre project hopes to plan an excavation in order to discover more about this underground structure. but history shows that this will be very difficult to get approval for.
By the way, that whole interview with the lady not speaking English about the Coffray project is at the end of this video that I did not record. But it will be in the description for Anonymous, the original link. You can watch it. The entire video is right after this one ends. Like directly wherever this ends, that's where you should go. I'll let you know the actual timestamp when it's over. Remind me of that, Greg.
Yes, sir.
Man, I was going to say something, but I forgot. So ain't wasting time.
You are literally not going to believe what they've just found underneath the Khafre, the middle pyramid in Giza. I can't believe it myself, but I'm going to show you. There was a press release yesterday in Italy from Filippo Biondi and Corrado Malanga. They have written a paper which has got all the results of their synthetic aperture radar Doppler tomography, which is a SAR radar scan. So basically using sound waves, I believe, they have scanned deep inside the middle pyramid and all underneath the structure. And then from the results, they are able to create like 3D models of what they think the sound waves are showing. And I can't talk. I'm so excited.
Okay, I think that's it. That was 5 minutes. So yeah, there's much more to that though. Yeah, we just want to get it out, man. Really, I mean, just.
And honestly, I'm glad they're able to do that. Like the using the radar to examine things like that. You're able to sort of uncover secrets like that without destroying the structural integrity of. They're talking about excavating. Like that's going to be so fascinating. I think this is just like the pyramids themselves. We're just scratching the surface, I think.
And people talk about sound and how it's not that important. But yet, music is the one thing on earth that everyone does. Sound affects our bodies. We know that. We can completely manipulate people. You can hypnotize them with sound the same way you can, In fact, part of hypnotism is the sound of something repetitive.
Yes.
And LiDAR, no matter how much light or anything else we put into it, it's sound now that's making it super. Also, if you don't believe sound waves do anything, how do you think your Wi-Fi works? How do you think cable works? How do you think satellites work? How do you think? It's not light beams. It's sound. Yeah. It's signals.
And there are studies of I'm sorry, go ahead.
Radar, sonar, it's all sound. Every bit of it is sound. The church bells, the Om, the chants, the Buddha's Om, the meditation. It's all about sound. The glasses that people run the things on to meditate, and it's also church bells were made because of the sound. The bell, all these are examples of. In fact, there's a video we watched that said that church steeples were originally made. But why there's so many of them and why skyscrapers and everything have these points is because of the sound and the light coming through these stained glass windows that mixes together and shoots this into the air.
Yep.
Whatever signal it is, don't know. But when you look at all these things in the desert that were people built, like it looks holes and stuff, these random things everywhere. They're in Africa especially. They look like when you blow them up and put them beside a chipboard in a computer, they look exactly the same.
Yep.
Exactly. It looks exactly like huge power structures. And the ley lines prove this. They are energy points on the earth where every megalithic structure across the earth happens to be, and the crossing of cultures and all that. So.
And they're talking about like the using of this underground space as a resonating chamber. Let's think about this. If you don't think sound can be harnessed, a sperm whale, all right? It's echolocation. A sperm whale's head is so large it functions as a resonating chamber, and it can focus that sound into a weapon that will knock prey unconscious. Talking about large prey like giant squid. Like, so sound can be harnessed just like light, just like fire, just like nuclear power. And it seems like a lot of these ancient scientists were very interested in the idea of harnessing sound.
And some people may say, well, that's under the ocean, or that's in the air, something. It's not underground. How do you think the Richter scale works? The seismic activity that they pick up for earthquakes. It's sound. It's all sound. And I seen a video that says that is a hoax, that light travels faster than sound. Now, I forget their reasoning or their debate, their hypothesis, but yeah, we think it just in our atmosphere, the sound comes after you see the boom or whatever, the lightning, but we don't know. Things work really weird.
Yeah.
It may just travel slower through our atmosphere. We don't know. Anyway, that's a
this is going to be a fascinating story to follow. So definitely keep your eyes and your ears open. We haven't seen the last of this study.
It's everywhere. Everybody's talking about it. So check them out too, everybody. All these creators, support them. What's up, everybody? Mental health is real. Sound is real.
The pyramids are real.
Let it be your tool. What's up? Great shirt. Perfect shirt for the reaction. Hit the button, Rig. Hit the button. Tell them